Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our next part of the day. We're introducing the lightning talks, people doing short talks. I think it was with a little preparation. I forgot exactly how it works. Our first talk is gonna be heavy metal knitting, which blew my mind. Just hearing about it, and I hope it will blow your mind as well. It's your turn. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello everyone, and thank you for showing up. Most of you were directed by marketing from me. I went around and collected people to hear the lightning talks. Happy to see you here. I'm Joona Kotilainen. I come from Finland, and I identify as a creative entrepreneur and a huge Wintergatan fan. So that's why I am here. And I got inspired by the talks on Friday already. So I signed up that maybe I could share something of my own. I will present to you Heavy Metal Knitting World Championships within the next 15 minutes. And I'll lead with a video. Can we get the audio on the video? Yeah, cool.
Sisään.
You rock!
Yes, I know.
So, any questions? That was the first instance the world had seen of heavy metal knitting. The video that you just saw, it was the promotional video for the 2019 World Championships. And 2 months before we filmed that video, we had invented the concept of heavy metal knitting. It's a 3-year-old invention that happened. And usually the first question I get when I talk about heavy metal knitting, so who came up with this? How it all started? So I'm gonna share a short story about that one. So let's go back 4 years, no heavy metal knitting invented yet. There was this 50-year-old woman, Finnish lady called Mari, who is an avid knitter. She was having an interview with a journalist about her knitting practices. And the journalist was coming from a music background, and the journalist posed a question to Mari, this lady, the most important question of his career. Can you do knitting like the guitar heroes of our time, behind your neck? And they came up with this question because they were talking that you don't really need to look at what you are knitting if you are doing knitting. You don't actually look at your produce, you just do it. So the journalist asked that, could you do it behind your neck? And they started discussing the idea back and forth, and they came up with the idea of heavy metal knitting contest, heavy metal knitting championship. And 1 week after that interview, Mari had a meeting with me. I have a media production company, so I do videos on websites and marketing. Mari asked me that, hey, Joona, I have an idea. I would need a website and a video. And the idea is to have the Finnish championships of heavy metal knitting. I was like, that sounds awesome. How can it? How there is no such competition yet? And I said, on one condition, our company can do the website and the video you just saw, if we make it the World Championships, because I believe that we couldn't find enough people in Finland to be crazy enough to take part in such a competition. So we decided to make it the worldwide competition, and we did so. We launched it. We put out press releases. We had a website with the application form. We led with the video you saw in the first presentation or the first slide, and the main thing how this event went wild, how we got people to Finland to actually compete on it was through media, and there was one single media in the launch phase that was crucial. You might know it. It's called Metal Hammer. They say it's the world's biggest and best metal media. I'm not sure if people here are avid metal fans, but when we got Metal Hammer making news of our event, all of the other news sites cited Metal Hammer. So including in Japanese, Russian language, in Arabic, in South America, North America, in Africa, we got media attention from all over the world, just with the video you just saw. So first year, in 2019, we got totally 26 applicants from 13 different countries, including Mexico, USA, Japan, Israel. You can see all the countries who applied. And we had an idea that we would ask the people to send in 1-minute performances beforehand, so that we could judge whether they can do heavy metal knitting. And we were in awe of what the people had prepared in the semi-final stages. I have a couple of videos from YouTube. This is the Gigabody Metal from Japan. So we gave them a song of a local band called Maniac Abductor. The Fight or Die was the title of the song, and all of the contestants had to make a video in order to apply for the competition. And the next one comes from Mexico, Cuca Desastre. It doesn't autoplay, so I'll just click here. Okay, let's not watch it again. Sorry. Okay, so once we got these videos on the semi-final stage, these were the kind of application videos from these people who actually owned the idea. They perfected the idea that we just kind of put it. They show that knitting is actually no bullshitting. We sent invitations to all of the 26 applicants, and 12 of them replied, and they said that yes, we will book tickets on our own cost. We will travel to Finland The Japanese group actually had this crowdfunding campaign. They raised $70,000 in Japan for their 6-people crew to travel to Finland to compete in the competition. Here you can see all the other contestants from 2019, and I'll show you the video which will recap the first year of the event.
We took two seemingly unrelated things and combined them into a competition. And the world exploded, with comments, likes and awe. 1 week after the first Heavy Metal Knitting World Championship, the news of it had spread all over the world in major media headlines and social media, with a paid media budget of 0.
There was actually New York
It all
Times made
started
an
with an
article
idea
about us.
formed during the darkest and coldest hours of Finnish winter. What if we would transform knitters into rock stars? Have them play with a band of heavy metal artists and swing their yarn and needles around in a manner familiar to rock festivals. So we wrote the competition rules, made a website, filmed the promotional video, and sent the info regarding to the competition to the media. And then we waited to see what would happen. The first days showed that we might be onto something here with the competition. With just a promotional video and a website, we got some publicity from the media in the US, the UK, Brazil, Russia, Japan, Ukraine and Belarus, in addition to the several thousands of social media shares on Facebook and Twitter. The semi-final stage finally attracted 26 applicants from 13 different countries: the Netherlands, Australia, the UK, Japan, Latvia, Mexico, Sweden, Germany, Denmark, Belarus, Israel, Russia, the United States and of course Finland. From these 26, 12 arrived in Finland to compete in the World Championship, with act names like 9 Inch Needles, Bunny Bandit, Bulgakov Satan, Wool Fumes and Giga Body Metal. The 12 heavy metal knitting finalists rocked the heck out of the audience, resulting in a victory from the act from Japan, Giga Body Metal. If you missed all this, don't worry, the event will return next summer.
Yeah, you know what happened in 2020? We didn't get back to it the next year. But I promised that I would do some couple of notes on the communications wise and branding wise why this thing was a success. I've learned in communications that if you can evoke a question, you've won the communication game. So I had a trial run. I spoke to people. Have you heard about heavy metal knitting? No. What is it? There's a question, and we have a conversation, and then if you can evoke a question with your thing, it usually is good communication. And I like to go for oxymorons. Oxymoron is a thing that combines two things that don't really match or belong together. It's like a flying submarine. That stupid thing. But how does a flying submarine work? It's the same question as how does heavy metal knitting work? And I believe that these questions were the main reason why this thing went viral and we got the people coming in first place. And I also believe that people like in communications, we should have a call out to the public. If we had just said that we had the competition and these were the people, I don't think it would have gone through, but we had the quest for people. Do you want to be the next heavy metal knitting or the first ever heavy metal knitting world champion? So the media wanted to share our story because there was a call out to people. You could actually participate. You could come in and you could be the next world champion. Since then, from the 2019, of course, we had to establish a company around this. We established WTF Productions. If you don't know where the WTF comes from, it comes from the words "Welcome to Finland." That's the official thing. That's our company name, and our sole reason to exist is to produce this competition. And at this point, me and Mari, we also took the third person to join the company, the actual metalhead who knows about metal music, Iina. Iina joined the team. My time is beginning to finish, but I will leave you the names of the 2 live streams we have done. We did in 2021, we did the Heavy Metal Knitting Online Championships with no people traveling to Finland. It's a 1.5-hour show. And then there's the Heavy Metal Knitting World Championship 2022 from last summer, also available on YouTube. you can check. And if I can spend 1 minute more, I could show the winning act of last year's competition. Would that be okay for the organizer? Yeah. I will close after that. So. Or LJ, did you have something to say? Okay. I will show one last video and then I'm out of here. It's supposed to be winded to the right spot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the right spot. So.
Okay. So the next contestant is coming from the United
This was last
Kingdom,
summer in
and,
Finland.
From what I've heard, he's a YouTuber that has traveled the world through different weird events. I don't know how he came up with heavy metal knitting, but he is here today. Well, let's see the application video speak from itself, and then live performance from String Thing.
So this is the application video that he sent us last year.
There's been sightings of a large knitted monster. Locals are calling it String Thing.
Thank you.
This guy has recruited randomly 4 people from the city of Joensuu as his background dancers. Let's give big applause to String Thing from the United Kingdom!
Notice the twerking on the side. Approximately 3,000 people were watching on the market square of Joensuu. Hey, thank you for listening. This was the story of heavy metal knitting so far. You can find us on the Google via keyword heavy metal knitting. Everything relates to us. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why. I have the strong urge to go to Finland now. Very interesting concept, and I gotta say, also very interesting shows.